it, and guess what? The media has noticed it too. When the media actually writes articles, you got yourself a problem. All right, real fast. That's the sporting news, people. The sporting news. Caitlin Clark fans aren't happy with Angel Reese. They are freezing her out. Outkick wrote an article and dropped it today. Angel Reese ignores Caitlin Clark multiple times in Team USA win, and the video proves it.
Since its early days, the WNBA has often been treated as the subject of jokes in the basketball world. For years, critics and commentators dismissed the league, turning it into an easy target for mockery. No matter where you looked, negative remarks seemed unavoidable, and the league was frequently portrayed as something less serious compared to other professional competitions. Many of those jokes ranged from lighthearted humor to outright harsh criticism, but they never seemed to stop. Some people even claimed they had never watched a single game and had no intention of doing so. However, things have recently begun to shift. A new generation...
And we all saw this last night. Right there. Why are you running that ball up the court? What? I mean, seriously. Caitlin Clark's right there. What are you doing? And that led to a turnover. A horrible pass. Right here. Nope. And then again, right here. She's right next to you. And you're trying to run point forward out there with the league's best point guard standing right...
The league and done what once seemed impossible, changing the narrative and turning the WNBA into something far more respected and widely discussed. At the center of this transformation are rising stars like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. These two have drawn an extraordinary level of attention, far surpassing even some of the league's most established names. Online viewership numbers highlight their impact clearly. While top players such as Breanna Stewart, Aya Wilson, and Diana Taurasi continue to perform at elite levels, the surge in interest surrounding these rookies is on another scale entirely. Their popularity has translated into millions of views and growing fan engagement, signaling a major shift in how the league is consumed. Since their arrival, the WNBA has experienced a noticeable rise in attention, including stronger media deals that could significantly...
You got Patrick Mahomes standing right next to you. You're letting Shadur Sanders throw the ball. Shut the bleep up. You got to be kidding me right now. I mean, hey, let me bring it up. Let me just say it. The league wants to go into negotiations. They want...
in the future. Both athletes are helping push the league to new heights, achieving a level of visibility that was rarely seen before. However, there is another layer to their story. Their on-court interactions, from competitive exchanges to intense physical moments, suggest a rivalry that extends beyond the game itself. While both players publicly show respect and admiration for one another, the tension between them continues to fuel interest and keep fans deeply engaged.
Why Reese won't make the team come September. The same with Copper unless there's injuries or retirements. Yes, grab your rebound, but give the ball to your playmaker, your point guard. It's disgusting. And I think AB is thinking I would never. What the F? Selfish, just a terrible look. Cece was not getting off tonight. Angel could be the next Rodman. Everybody would love her. But she wants to be Scottie Pippen, if not Jordan. Oh, God. Let's not do that to Scottie Pippen, okay? Let's make sure. Caitlin Clark was iced out because of Team USA's woke coaches. Well, I hate to break it to you, one of them coaches a fever. One of them coaches the fever. Forever will be known as Brick. From now on, there we go. Brick iced out, froze out Caitlin Clark. I mean, wow. Angel Reese, this ain't Chicago. Pass the ball to the point guard, dumbass. Woo-wee. I mean, watching that hurt my here we are. Diabolically nasty ass gross work by Brick. Oh, let me guess, you gonna trademark Brick now? You gonna try bricking companies across the country is like, nah, you ain't getting that, me bounce. Oh, she got a rebound and said, proud to be American, my ass. I'm keeping this ball. Oh, but we want to make that money. We want to threaten a strike. But we don't want to play nice with the very person that led us to water. We more than happy to drink. Tell me what you think. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed.
This is where things become more complicated for the future of the WNBA. The league has recently indicated the possibility of a strike if upcoming CBA negotiations fail to meet expectations. Players Association is considering opting out of the current agreement early, relying heavily on the momentum generated by Caitlin Clark's rookie season. Record-breaking attendance, television ratings, and merchandise sales have all surged, largely driven by one player. But what happens when fans tune in and see that same player being ignored by her own teammates? What happens when the overall entertainment value declines because individual ego takes priority over winning? New fans who were drawn in by Clark's excitement are unlikely to stay if they end up watching Angel Reese struggle to control the ball in transition. Many will simply return to following the NBA, college football, or other sports they previously enjoyed. And just like that, the leverage the league is counting on could disappear. The WNBA has spent decades trying to build a loyal and sustainable fan base. Finally gained significant mainstream attention in 2024, but now there are concerns that some players may undermine that progress by not fully embracing the star who helped elevate the league's visibility. Creates a situation that feels unnecessarily self-destructive. Consider the position this puts Caitlin Clark in. She has become the face of the league's growth, the reason major sponsors are finally engaging, and a key influence behind young fans purchasing WNBA jerseys for the first time. Yet, at the same time, she is placed in a situation where teammates appear to work against her on the court while she is still expected to maintain a positive image publicly and promote team unity. That kind of pressure would be difficult for almost anyone to handle. Focusing specifically on Team USA, these rosters are meant to represent the very best players in the country, selected based on merit. However, if Angel Reese is unable to set aside personal feelings in a national team environment, it raises valid questions about her role on the roster. There are other elite rebounders who would be willing to prioritize team play and ensure the ball reaches the primary playmaker. Players who understand that winning at this level requires sacrifice, discipline, and commitment to a system rather than individual statistics. This is why the coaching staff needs to address the situation directly and without hesitation. General statements about improving chemistry are not enough. There must be clear communication about roles and expectations. If a player is not the primary ball handler, they should not be bringing the ball up the court. If they are not the strongest passer, they need to defer to the player who is. These are basic basketball principles that are taught early in development. The real question is whether the coaching staff is willing to confront the issue. Addressing it means acknowledging that a problem exists, and it may also require taking a stance in a situation the league has tried to present as friendly competition. Ignoring the issue might seem like the easier option, hoping that it fades over time and that fans move on before the next season begins. However, that outcome is unlikely. The footage is widely available, media coverage has already highlighted the situation, and discussions across social platforms continue to grow. This is no longer just about a single game, it reflects a deeper tension within the WNBA. On one side are players who recognize that Clark's success contributes to the league's growth, and on the other are those who may feel resentment toward her rapid rise. That frustration is not entirely without context. Veteran players like Diana Taurasi and Sue Bird helped sustain the league for years with far less recognition and financial reward. They competed in front of smaller audiences and received limited media attention. Now, a rookie has entered the league and quickly gained the spotlight they never experienced. It is understandable that this situation could create tension. However, directing that frustration toward Caitlin Clark does not solve the problem. Instead, it risks slowing the momentum that has finally begun to build. Ultimately, fans are not focused on past context or debates about who deserved recognition first. They care about entertainment and the quality of play on the court. If viewers tune in expecting to watch the league's most exciting player and instead see her being excluded by teammates, they are likely to lose interest quickly. That leads to a larger question: was it worth it? Was the need to prove a point more important than the success of Team USA? Was individual ego placed above the league's momentum? These are the trade-offs that became evident. If this pattern continues into the regular season, the window of mainstream relevance that the WNBA has worked so hard to achieve could close just as quickly as it opened.